The ball is in the air, and it is a fantastic, beautiful day here in Hawaii as the Honolulu Albatross are hosting the New York City. Oh boy, I forgot their name.
The Vigilantes!
Thank you, Brenda. You have saved me. It's me, Willem DeFriend, alongside Brenda Bronson here in the studio for the Vigilantes Albatross game.
That's right. Vigilantes versus Albatross. The crowd is just positively roaring today. So excited to have these two teams here. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Honolulu, Hawaii, and I, for one, am very glad that we got sent out here for this game.
So am I. You know, we haven't been doing a whole lot of traveling this season, but it's really nice to get some of those vacation games like this one.
Yes, it is.
I have been enjoying some of the beautiful sandy beaches here in Honolulu. How have you been spending your time?
Just sipping on margs and staying at the hotel and looking out at the beautiful blue waters.
That sounds just lovely.
Speaking of beautiful blue, let's take a look at what we've got going on here. 3 minutes left in the first quarter, so we're just barely in. And it looks like the Vigilantes had the ball, may have just lost it.
Looks like they've got one down more to try and convert to another first down, but if this goes anything like the rest of the season has for the Vigilantes, it's been, very embarrassing. They are at the bottom of the Helmet Ball League in terms of rushing yards and just right by the bottom in terms of passing yards. They've had a very embarrassing season thus far.
Yeah, I have heard that their assistant coach is choosing to blame it on the fact that the league wouldn't allow them to put sequins on their uniforms this year. An interesting tactic to get the attention away from the fact that maybe you're just not coaching very well.
Yeah, I believe the argument was mostly that if you don't look jazzy on the field, you can't play as jazzy as you feel in your heart. And that's quite an argument. I don't see it myself, but it's been a long time since I've played. So.
It sounds poetic when you put it that way.
It does, and I feel like maybe that's one of those lines that was worked on for a long time without thinking maybe this isn't a good lie.
Oh, Willem, you are so insightful.
Thank you, Brenda. So are you. It's always a pleasure to work with you.
Always.
Here we are again. It's 3rd and 8 as the Vigilantes are trying to do just about anything. Wade Weather is the starting quarterback, and he's been making those last-minute passes so far today. It's actually been working pretty well. That time to Bruce Houston.
Yep, Houston got the ball. We are almost there. Will they be able to score in this first quarter? I guess we're about to find out.
We are. We are officially in the danger zone.
That is what they call it. It seems like they are just making that last-minute push. Weathers got the ball, pass to Atkins, and are we in? It looks like we've got a touchdown for the Vigilantes. That's a really strong start for them.
That's a very strong start, and let's see if they can turn it into a full 7 points. It looks like they can.
That was impressive showing in the first quarter for the Vigilantes. Let's see what the Albatross has got to bring in terms of offense going into the second quarter.
All right, and the kick is a very strong kick as we get it to Dunn, and let's see what Dunn can do. Looks like he gets it not much, but he gets it to the 25. So at least it's better than if he had just knelt down and taken it to the 20.
All right, Goodson passes to Peterson, who immediately just goes right back down. Looks like they may have gone a little bit backwards at that point, but...
A little bit. They're 2nd and 17 now. And I do notice that Honolulu is playing their second-string quarterback, LaMichael Goodson. Do you know anything? Are there any words about what happened to Ernie Riley?
Ernie Riley, I heard that he just had a slight injury. His rolled his ankle, but they expect him to get back into the field pretty soon. It's just one of those things where it's like so soon in the season, they just want to make sure he's not going to hurt himself anymore. So we should be seeing him back out here quite soon.
Well, that is comforting. I would hate for Ernie Riley's big 10th season to be over so early.
I know, he's been with us since the beginning, so let's hope that he can finish it out. And Nichols kicks the ball over to Keys.
A very impressive 3 and out. The defense for the Vigilantes is looking quite impressive, but they're back off the field now as we're back on offense. And we'll see what Demetrius Finley can do. Also not much. I need to stop saying that. I'm cursing the players.
They've been telling us to not be practicing so much black magic in the booth, so you might want to lay off it a little bit.
I'll try, but there's just something about seeing what happens that I'm just curious after so long. Just seeing what little changes I can make just by saying things with my mouth.
All right, so
oh boy, Kendall Kramer.
Almost. He had it there for a little bit. Looks like he's down.
We're going to bring out the
chains. All right.
Let's see what's going on. The referee says he wants a 6-inch sub from Subway.
I heard that they have a deal going on. If you pay $2, you can get anything from the trash can behind the counter.
Yes, that's right. The Subway $2 trash deal.
Go check it out now.
Go to your nearest Subway and ask for what's on the $2 trash menu.
It could be literally anything.
I went down to Subway and got the $2 trash menu, and you know what I found? What I found in the trash?
What?
I found an engagement ring.
Wow. That's really good. That's a really good deal.
It was a great value.
What did you do with that engagement ring?
Well, I was driving home. I was gonna give it to my beautiful wife, just as let's renew our vows, because that always goes well.
How many times have you done that?
We've renewed our vows once a week since we got married.
Oh, that is so romantic,
isn't it? But as I was on my way home, I stopped at a stoplight, and in the median there was a panhandler, and it looked like he was a little down on his luck, so I decided, why not pay it forward? So I gave the man his ring.
That is so kind. You've always had such a big heart. I've always said that, Willem DeFriend has a big heart. I say that all the time.
Oh, what?
I do.
That's very, very kind of you, but there is just a big
Whoa!
6.
Oh, right down into the touchdown zone. I can't believe they just snuck that by us.
Just snuck it right by us.
We get the next point, we can.
Wow, and the Vigilantes are up 14-0 early on.
They're pulling it through this game.
I've been very impressed with the defensive line from Hell's Kitchen. They've really been shutting down anything that Honolulu is trying to put together.
Absolutely, they have. Just a real iron fist out here on the field. The Iron Chefs of Hell's Kitchen, they call them.
They do indeed. And let me tell you, Kirk Duncan's amazing iron fist is actually quite a point of contention. A lot of players think that might give him a little bit of unfair advantage with a little extra heft to his blocking.
Every time they bring it up, though, in press conferences, he insists that it's not iron, it's an iron composite. So, I think the jury's still out on that one.
It is, and I think there's a very real chance that we might see some official analysis going on of what that hand is, but most likely in the off season.
They'll have to catch him first.
They will.
He's a slippery guy.
He's very slippery, very fast, and extremely wily.
We've got a penalty on the field. Who's this for?
Some holding of the wrist.
Holding of the wrist against the Albatross. He
and
says
now we
that
need $2 to go to Subway for their trash menu.
Even the refs are in on this great endorsement deal that we've gotten from Subway. The real sandwich company.
The real sandwich company. Wow! That was incredible. Goodson stood in the pocket for so long, and he stepped outside, and the second that he did, he was taken down.
Just flattened immediately. All right, let's see. We're pushing it back down to the field. Let's see if they can get this going. Nichols gets a great big boy kick. And we're down on the 30.
Keys is brought down with authority at the 30-yard line. We've got about 30 seconds left in the half. Brenda, what do you think we're going to see in the second half? What is Honolulu going to do to try and turn their luck around?
I think Honolulu is really just going to have to choke down on the ball, choke down on that offense, really push it through to the end zone as hard as they can, because so far they've been being a little soft on the plays. And so I think we're going to just see a lot rougher action from them. And I hope to see that. We never know. They could falter, but that's what I'm hoping for going into this second half.
I think you've got a very good point there. But speaking of, it is now halftime. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to run out to Subway, get myself a couple of items from the $2 trash menu.
Will you pick me up a Smoke-A-Cola?
You know I'll get you a Smoke-A-Cola.
All right.
Perceptually challenging, mind-blowing, unimaginable. These are just a few of the words used to describe the latest performance art project coming to the Lowry Art stage this fall. Marcus Fluoride of the Daily Scribbler writes, "I bore witness to an event." And Jan Kuyak from Living Arts magazine says, "Every fiber of my being began to unravel on a molecular level, leaving me with the most unsettling experience of being unmade. My best-kept secrets began to leak through my pores, while the blinding light observed me as though I was a puzzle to be completed in reverse." Advance tickets to the event are on sale now and can be purchased from the box office for just $12. Coming October 13th.
Here we are, back from halftime. New York Vigilantes up 14-0 against the home team, the Honolulu Albatross.
Is this their first home game, the Albatross, this season?
That is a fantastic question. I don't believe that it is. I believe this is maybe their second or third.
It's just always so embarrassing to lose on your home field. That's all I'm thinking about.
It is, and I think we're going to see a really strong push, some big momentum attempts coming out of the Albatross.
I think when it comes down to it for the Albatross, it's really all about the fans, and they just can't disappoint these fans here on the home team, or they will not be safe leaving the arena later.
No, they definitely will not. I've heard reports from from both Alfredo and his new friend Dash that they're trying to get some of the losing punishments over in Dash's home country of Dinserbonk. They're trying to bring some of that over here, which I think would result in some terrible things. So hopefully that doesn't stick. But
I hope not, because sometimes I just get concerned for these boys and their well-being. The fans just really care about the game.
They really do. They really get into the hot action of the game, and it's so great. As long as they don't endanger the lives of the players themselves. or more specifically, the crew working the cameras and the sound for the game. They're the real heroes out there on the field today.
They are. Heroes work here doing audiovisual tech.
That is true. And today's game actually is a celebratory game specifically for the AV crews out on the field today. So we would like to name some of our favorite camera men and women.
So talking about Rod Ramley, who, runs the camera right off the 20-yard line. And, he does a great job. He's been with us, I think, since season 3. Who's one of your favorite folks down there?
One of my favorite folks is Jessica Spifferton. She's been manning the drones that fly above all of the games, and the amazing thing is she does all of them at one time. When the games are going on, she's got a whole spread of different monitors and little joysticks to control all of them, and she really does an amazing job and splits her focus better than I could. So it's incredibly impressive.
Just an incredible team down there. Don't forget to pick up your AV Appreciation Day t-shirts on the way out. They will be passing those out as well, commemorative t-shirts.
That is correct. And if you're not actively at any games today, you can go to you can go online and go to our store and pick up some AV Appreciation Day t-shirts.
That's right. That's right, you can. And while we were chatting, just really appreciating our AV teams around the country, looks like the Vigilantes got another score in there and a penalty for arm thrusting. Just too much arm thrusting this time around on that one. So, the ref said you got the points, but you need to be a little bit more careful with those elbows.
You gotta be a lot more gentle with the arm thrusting, because that can get very dangerous very quickly. You don't want to get up under someone's mask and accidentally thrust your arm right in their face.
Yeah, that would be not pleasant, I don't think.
I don't think anyone would enjoy that interaction. Oh, there is a fumble! The best pass all game for the Albatross, and they fumble it to be picked up. Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Amrau just took that right away. 45 seconds left in the third.
Oh, boy.
Weather passes to Finley, and we're back down.
It seems like it was considered an incomplete pass instead of a fumble, because there was... he did yell as he was throwing it, I'm passing, not fumbling. Which is the rule that determines if a pass that doesn't go off is considered a pass or a fumble.
That's right. That is exactly right. Just like how if you're receiving the pass, you need to say, I'm taking. Otherwise, it's incomplete.
Exactly.
Yep.
One of my favorite things about helmet ball is how transactional it is. You have to make sure everybody knows the actions you're taking at any time, which can really complicate when you're trying to sack the quarterback. Because if you're trying to sneak up on him yelling, I'm tackling the quarterback, can really blow up your spot.
Yeah, I mean, it might, and that's, there's that ball just went nowhere. I don't really know what just happened with that.
It looked like it was shot out of the sky, Brenda.
Maybe by one of Jessica's drones.
Probably by one of Jessica's drones.
Sometimes she just does that for funsies. I think it spices things up a little bit.
I agree. I think it makes it for a more exciting and dynamic game when you don't know if the technology is going to be out to get you. Peterson with a great run here.
Making a run for it. Here he goes. Are they going to get him? Oh, they took him down. What is that, at the 15-yard line?
Looked like about the 15-yard line.
That was incredible. An incredible showing from Peterson here. They just couldn't hang on to this guy.
And Tommy Peterson also with a great 10 seasons behind him. It's always exciting to see some of your more experienced players getting great numbers in their later seasons.
That's right. That's right. I know they keep saying, Tommy, when are you going to retire? It's been 10 seasons. You've been doing this for a long time. And he says, no, helmet ball's in my blood. And we're like, all right, because you had that blood transfusion on the field one time.
He did, and that was one of the most impressive displays, particularly by the AV crew who operated on him live and without any training.
That's right. And they filmed the whole thing. You can look it up on YouTube.
I would definitely advise you not to look it up on YouTube, though, unless you're prepared with a hearty stomach.
That is an excellent point.
Looks like they're going to be going for it here on 4th and 7, which is about dang time that they stepped up and did something with any sort of cojones. And there they go! Was it? They decide it was brought down, and that is going to be a touchdown. The Albatross have finally scored.
Finally on the board. Can they escape the wrath of the fans? Looking at this instant replay, it was definitely in.
It was, but it was right on the cusp.
Just right on the cusp.
Now let's see if they do a flubby kick to try and get that ball back. They do. They do a flubby kick, and it looks like it is still the Vigilantes' ball. No, the ball did get back to the Albatross. That's the first successful flubby kick I've seen all season.
Wow, that is, it's impressive to be able to pull that off. We've got a penalty here.
Looks like the penalty was shoving.
You got to be more polite. You can't shove is the thing.
A gentle tap on the shoulder and an excuse me goes so much further than a shove does.
It really does. All right, so Goodson throws the ball, and we're down on the 25-yard line, or just about. Let's see if we can actually get it there this time.
All right, let's see. They've chosen to go to Walt Swanson a few times. Let's see if they keep going. Oh, no, this time they go to George Boone, who looks like he comes up just a little bit short. Yes, we're 3rd and inches. Let's see if they can push the ball just those few inches that they need to get another first down. Well, they didn't. Let me tell you, Brenda, I have to be honest, I don't remember if you played the game or not.
I actually was an assistant coach at MIT, their college team.
Oh, the college program, yeah.
Yeah, and I played in high school, but did not in college. So yeah, that's my whole CV there.
Well, as a previous assistant coach, is it as frustrating to watch a team just try and fail so many times?
Yeah, I always told my boys, look, you go out on the field, you play as hard as you can, and you don't make any mistakes, or else I will have your head. And then they just never did. They were always really good for me. So I just think it's really about the method of coaching that we have going on here. You just got to be hard on these guys sometimes.
Ruling by fear is always what I found got the most out of me when I was playing the game.
Absolutely.
Now the question is, did Swanson get his feet in? No! Walt Swanson did not get his feet in while he had possession of the ball.
Didn't look very happy about
goal.
That. Got about a minute and a half left in the game.
Oh man, it is getting down to it. They're going to need to get a touchdown here and have another successful flubby kick turn into a turnover and then get another touchdown. We've got quite a bit.
Make it past this penalty.
Penalty for somersaulting.
I didn't see any somersaulting happening. Do you think that they did it look like someone was about to somersault is my question.
I didn't see any somersaulting and certainly saw no somersaulting precursors. That feels to me like a very bad call.
It does indeed. But we got to trust these refs.
Oh no! The Albatross keep having problems. It's almost like they're cursed. with another turnover, but this time specifically in the end zone.
You hate to see it.
You do. Brian Evans with the amazing catch. And let's see if the Vigilantes are going to do anything, or if they're just going to move the ball slowly up the field and let the time slowly wither away, like the time in my life has slowly withered away, with not much to show for it. Any time, and whoa, it's a fumble! A turnover. This game has gone crazy.
You know what'll be really crazy is if they can actually catch up with those points.
We're getting
you can turn over all you want, but
we're getting a booth challenge here. I think the Vigilantes are trying to say that the ball actually left his hand as it was teleporting and should not count as a fumble. And it looks like that was a successful challenge, and it is still the Vigilantes' ball.
Wow.
You know, I'm going to count that as 2 turnovers, the fumble and then the reversed fumble. And I think that we've had 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes of the game. Well, in the last 1 minute of play that we have had.
It's like a hot potato out there.
It's like a hot potato.
It just won't stay on one side. No one wants it.
You know what I could really go for right now?
A hot potato from Subway?
A hot potato sandwich from Subway. That's where they take a potato, they throw it in the microwave, and then they slice it open, they stuff it full of lettuce and onions and olives, and then they wrap that in their Italian urban cheese bread, and then they slice it to you and they just hand it right over. It's so delicious. Brenda, it is the most delicious sandwich I have ever eaten.
Well, now you've got me all hungry for a hot potato sandwich from Subway, and I'm going to have to go there after the game now. I don't know what to say. I'm going to have to go.
The most surprising thing to me is they include that in their trash menu for some reason. So it's only $2.
$2! What a deal. What a deal that
What
is.
a deal. Well, it looks like the clock's going to run out here as the Vigilantes bring home a very, very strong win, 21-7 against the home team, the Honolulu Albatross.
An embarrassing defeat on the Honolulu's home field. You can see the security guards coming now to escort them away and hopefully protect them from the maddened fans. This has been an exciting game. Thank you all so much for tuning in. As always, I'm Brenda Bronson.
And I'm Willem DeFriend.
Don't forget to grab the helmet by the balls.